Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I could have the lore here completely wrong. But isn't this made by the wife of the Jojo author? Jojo mangaka? Am I correct? Yeah, I heard that. I don't know if that's true. Oh, it's made by a Japanese housewife. So just a Japanese housewife, not necessarily the Japanese housewife. I really want to know. She and her husband were cosplayers when they met or something. There was an interview where he talked about how he met her. They were both in like college or something. And she thought he was like super lame and weird. It's that meme. It's me and that bad I pulled by being autistic. That's Araki and his wife. Hold on, can I find the interview? Araki wife interview. Here we go. Wait. But here, I'll screenshot it, I'll post it on screen, and then I'll read all of it. Beginnings of romance with Araki. About 20 years ago, when Mrs. Chami was attending a friend's marriage interview, sitting across from her was a man, Araki-sensei. After that moment, Mrs. Chami said that she immediately clicked with him. However, it seemed like Araki wasn't thinking about love at all. In that moment, she got Araki-sensei's number, and their friendship began. Okay, it wasn't college. 3 months later, they were married! Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I didn't know. 3 months? 3 months? Araki works fast. Holy shit, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Araki's first date. Araki would frequently go to a gym pool. He was carrying his swimsuit to the pool when he got asked out by telephone. When she arrived, with a Mona Lisa smile, Araki said, "I'll be swimming back and forth in the 25-meter line a few times, so just play around here," and left her alone. She was looking at the training schedule in silence while Araki continued to swim. When he gave her a sidelong glance, she appeared to be doing the flutter kick by herself. It sounds like a manga, but it's a true story. And then it continues on another page. Araki's Ding Dong Dash. About 10 years ago into their marriage, Mrs. Chami tells us, "I felt like I was living with a first-year middle schooler. This childish, simple-minded troublemaker. How many ding-dong dashes he was doing. The respectable adult, the popular jump rider. But the people in the neighborhood loved Araki, and the other people would call out to him as if he was a boy. Strange folk." Araki's fear of strangers. Back then, Araki was extremely shy. For example, when Mrs. Chami's friend came over, he opened the door just halfway. When he looked, he said, "Ah, a stranger," and immediately closed the door without even coming out. But at the 2003 Paris exhibition, Jojo in Paris, when he was thinking that no one from Japan would come, the successive chiefs of Shueisha arrived. Since then, his shyness has begun to be cured. Nowadays, he'll invite about 20 mangaka over for a party. Incidentally, when Mrs. Chami sees the mangaka arrive to the party, time and time again she thinks, "Mangaka are a little weird, aren't they?" And there's one more page. Araki's height. Has he gotten taller? At this year's first Ultra Jump Party, Araki met with high school Himengumi Shinzawa Sensei for the first time again in 20 years. For some reason, he asked Araki Sensei, "Your height, have you gotten taller?" Araki was petrified for about 10 seconds and then said, "No, it's unacceptable." What? What? Bro? What does that mean? What does that mean? What? Araki and music. According to Mrs. Chami, music is super important to Araki's writing. For example, when there's a battle scene, rock. When there's a scene with horses running, country music, and so on, he does the job of putting on music that fits the scene. Conversely, when the house is silent, it seems to be very much so. By the way, the music that was playing at the entrance of this event was chosen by Araki. I don't know what the event this was. Araki's workspace. A few years back, Mrs. Chami entered Araki's work area to bring some tea, and when she opened the door, Araki exclaimed in a strange voice, "Doya!" During this, his brush extended out from his manuscripts greatly, and he was writing as if he was possessed by some spirit. She said she was scared and trembling, so she shut the door and went back to where she was. This dude's weird. This is a weird dude. This is a weird fucking guy.